Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this Friday evening's chat. It says that it sounds like my cat was saying hello too. So hello from Kit Kat. And welcome to this Friday chat. We will be discussing loading 5.56 223 for the AR-15 service rifle. DI, direct impingement gas systems. So that's what we're talking when we're the standard out of the box AR-15. If you've got an adjustable gas system or you got a piston system, you can tailor the system to the round. But we're just talking about getting your off the shelf, even your nice retro M16A1 or one of those to fire good. That's what we're talking about. Getting enough pressure to make the rifle cycle reliably without eating a hole in your bank wallet for powder at the same time. AR, do you want to go ahead and take us out and welcome everybody to the chat tonight for me?
Sure thing. Thanks for having me here and co-hosting, man.
Always, brother.
Thank you, man. Got a quest for the perfect load here. Andy79Z28's here with us. Matter of fact, he just mentioned he's going to be on that podcast doing zinc. If you cast zinc, you know what's going to happen. You're going to get pulled off the air. But the big, what is it? We can name them the YouTube Nazis. We'll get you. Good to see you, Uncle John. Thanks for dropping in.
The YouTube Nazis, I love it.
Yeah. Michael Hurtnick's with us. Mark Thomas is with us. Appreciate you guys dropping in. Info Bros is with us. That's it. Appreciate you guys being here. We'll turn it over to Echo for a second.
Yeah. So what we're talking about tonight is just loading for the AR-15. So if you're using, whether or not you're using a 20-inch barreled, full length rifle length gas system, or you're using a carbine length gas system in an AR-15 carbine, or a mid length gas system, or some variation of that. Basically what we're getting into is using the right bullet weight for your rifling is the first thing I like to kind of hit on. I shoot a 1 in 9 rifling and 1 in 12 rifling on my AR-15s, and there's a reason for that. The AR-15 with a 20-inch barrel, it will absolutely burn 100% of most stick powders, propellants put behind it, that are a dual base. Basically, the rifle was made to function off of stick powder, not ball, and
That's right.
that
Yeah.
was some of the problems they had in the very beginning with it. Um, and my cat needs to have the door cracked just a little bit so she doesn't feel like she's being left out of the conversation. But the military designed it, or Eugene Stoner rather designed it to run off of stick powder. It was more stable in avid weather conditions, being a dual base, and performed well and gave the rate of fire that his weapon system was comfortable running at, which was right under 1,000 rounds per minute, around 800. Sometimes on a very hot day, even with stick powder, you'll get into the low 900s um, of rounds per minute. But still, that system is relatively reliable with the DI, direct gas impingement system.
Mm.
And basically, that system has been unmodified other than the length of it and a few other things here and there to modify the gun to work with a shorter gas system. Um, and it stayed the same pretty much in the DI guns for 60 years. So now you have some gas piston guns that are on the market. Some of them are long throw, some of them are short throw, some of them are variations of that. That adds a little weight to the rifle and adds a little bit more complexity to it, and to me takes away from the weapon system's light 7-pound operating weight without lights and lasers. So what we're going at is reloading for this weapon system. The powder I'm using tonight is Varget. Now I know a lot of people are gonna, I can't get Varget, this, that, or the other. The CFE 223, and what was the other one that was? Now with CF 223, you want to watch your charge weights. That powder builds a lot of pressure very fast. So you want to start low, extremely low, and work it up a little bit at a time. Trust me, you'll thank me for that. What is the one that I think there's a Shooter's World that's supposed to be close
red
to
label. It's got red on it, I think.
Right.
Can't think of that. Precision rifle.
Okay.
It's similar to Varget, they say.
Tactical rifle or?
No, I don't think it's tactical. I don't think that is. The only
precision.
thing that I've seen about it is it's double base. It's not like Varget, though, but they claim it's like Varget. I mean, that's
right.
Go figure. I guess they've got better at the double base powder over the years.
Yeah.
Years ago. So, but I'd like to get some of that powder.
Yeah, I'd like to give it a whirl myself.
Definitely more affordable.
But yeah, basically what we're talking about is getting enough pressure. Now, most AR-15s rifle systems, they prefer somewhere in the high 40,000 pounds per square inch to the low 50s to operate correctly. Now, yes, you can get some setups to operate a little bit low pressure by using a heavier bullet, creating more blowback and whatnot, and creating more gas, more gas dwell time, which will cause the system usually to cycle, especially with suppressors. But for all common, just us shooting regular 20-inch or 16-inch barrels or some kind of in between there, you're looking for like a 46 to 55,000 psi range just to get the weapon system to cycle reliably. Now, I say there's a range because depending on your bullet weight, you can get the system with you. If you're higher bullet weight, the heavier and longer the bullet, the longer it dwells in the barrel, the higher the pressure stays behind the bullet. It causes the system to operate a little bit smoother. But in all reality, if you're in that pressure range, you will get functionality out of the weapon system, whether it's a rifle stock with the rifle length gas buffer tube or a carbine length buffer tube. Whether or not it's commercial or military mil spec, that is no real difference in the pressure levels that it causes to make the gun cycle correctly.
Hey, how you doing, CW? We'll get you a link out there next time in the text on my phone for you. Yeah, Hasbro's got it here. Hang on, wrong one. Shooter's World Match and Precision Rifle.
Yeah.
Says. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Hasbro.
Mm-hmm. Michael got a question for Andy, which I say the Redding's my die. And Mighty Armory, they're two-step. If they got a two-step, I think Redding's better on the two-step.
Who's asking the question?
Michael Hurtnick.
Oh, what did he ask?
Andy,
I'm just curious.
He's asking Andy. Yeah, in the side chat.
Yeah, I was just curious what the question was.
Says, Andy, do you have a Lyman die and the Redding expander and Mighty Armory? If so, which do you like the best? That would be expanders he's talking about.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Andy, we'll have to wait and see. Let me look at the bottom, see if Andy's answered it. Match is the same as AA2520 precision is close to. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Hasbro, that the precision was a red label. I can remember the red, but I couldn't remember the precision part.
Oh, okay, so it's red label. It's Shooter's World red label.
That precision, I think, it's red, got a red label on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Red. That's how I kind of remembered it.
Yeah, that's how I remember it now too, because I remember Varget is red.
Tough having that pain. I spent an hour and a half, 2 hours on MRI yesterday, CW. So anyway, I love the Redding expander. M-Dies are good too, though. But and I love the things I like about Mighty Armory. I like their universal seating. I'm not that familiar with their expander, and I like their. I would like to have a 9mm sizing die from them, and maybe even a 223 eventually, but not right now because they're so high. You're talking what, almost $250, $300 for 3 dies. Well, you know, the flare, I think, is $30-$40, something like that. The flare is not that high. Now that flare is fantastic. That flare would do 9mm without crunching in the hollow point. You know how sometimes a cedar will take the hollow point and close it up a little bit. You know what I'm talking about, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, supposedly a Mighty Armory stops that with their die. Andy hasn't answered it. Let's see. Nope. He's talking to... Okay, I'd like to get some of that AA2 2520. Can't even hardly get powder here in Georgia. And primers is basically banished. It seems like if you move up north, you can get a few hundred every day. But down here, nope, I ain't been able to. I may start calling the gun store again every day, 7 days a week, or at least Monday through Friday. There we go. Oh, did you get your light and your lamp in there?
No, I haven't been. I'm not buying anything else until I move.
Oh, okay. You don't have a lamp in the house then, right? You said.
No, I didn't have one. I looked. Okay. I did look though, because I was like, I wonder if we have one of those.
Gotcha. I think I gave $8 for mine at Fred's a few years ago, the little aluminum ones. And I got LED bulbs in them, about 4,000 Kelvin. They're all right. I mean, are they equal to video lights? No, because you can power video lights, you know, low. It's got like a dimmer on it, so it just works better. Plus a diffuser. So good to see you, Vanessa. Good to see you, Andy Critter. And but do want you on the show, CW, so we'll get you set up for that. Always get you a link on the cell phone. And I thought I said something this morning about that. And I actually explained how I thought it was going to be trouble. And I thought, all I got to do is forward the code to me, take my phone, go in, look at my email, copy, paste it, and send it to you in text. So it's not that big a deal. Get rid of that chain. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. That thing falls down is what it does. I keep it hung up there, and half the time it won't stay. Let's see. There we go. Thanks for reminding me. Hey, Reloader762's joined us. Yeah, we'll get you on more, CW, definitely. I'm like you. I'm retired, sitting around in aches and pains. I tell you, man, physical pain is not fun. He is checking for plum, Vanessa says. Let me see what Reloader says. All my pistol expanders are Lyman M dies. I was thinking you said that a while back. For cast lead rifle, all my expanders are NOE two-step expanders. I'm not familiar with those, but I've heard of them. It's all I've ever used, so I have no experience with other expanders. It's similar to Lyman M die. It's basically the same thing as Redding, two-step. And it's just easier to seat the bullet, too, when you use one of those flares. I mean, I actually spent an extra $40 just for a tin-coated titanium, whatever they want to call it, TIN coated I'm also a large fan of them dies. Yeah, Lyman's been around a long time, and I'd like to have that 9mm die set High Boys got from Lyman, that Pro. But what is that thing? 250 or 300? I can't even remember. Man, we're talking Reading territory and up, boy, or higher actually. But
no, what I'm loading is 25.2 of Varget. And that's giving me right around 50,000 PSI.
Hang on, I'm gonna put you as the big screen. I'm gonna try to minimize my. Let's see now. How did I do that? Okay. Can you echo? Can you? I hate to pause everybody. But can we take you out and then add you again?
Yeah.
For a second. What it is, I'm making you the one. Whoever enters first will have the blow up here. Big screen. So if you go out and enter. Wait a minute. Let me go out. No, I need to go out and you need to enter. Hang on. Sorry. Got it backwards. Because it's been a while since I did it a few weeks ago.
So what do I do? Do you want me to come back or what? Maybe he figured it out. He had to do it. There you go. What I'm trying for, folks, is 2.20. Let's see. Hoping that the head of this case isn't warped too bad. Okay, 2.206. So I'm 6,000ths long, and most of these are about 22 or 2.204. So they're around there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'll crimp them to, hold on. May mute that phone.
Hey, how you doing, New York Outcast? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Getting warm here in Georgia. I got a fan here blowing into this room and turned the central air down to 69 degrees. I'm going to stay cool back here. C9MH. What powder? I don't know. Echo getting my rounds ready. Hey, good to see you, Rebel. 67 Rebels with us. Let's see what Critter's saying here. I still want 2 rifles, 2 shotguns, and a 1911 and 45, but in debt up to my ears. Yeah, you got that trailer. You got to pay on and pay off. Me, I got some tools and electric DeWalt tools on Black Friday. I'm about 300 left on the balance or less. I pay that off, no interest, and then I still got 600 something on the audio gear, but I got 2 years on the audio gear. So, matter of fact, that company contacted me, left a message the other day on my phone. That lady did from Sweetwater.
Really? Well, I wonder what she wanted.
Oh, just say hello. You got to remember, I had a bad experience with one of the guys. It was the engineer. Really, customer satisfaction went out the door with him. Remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, wouldn't even return my calls most of the time. I said, they asked, did I want somebody else? And I said, yep. I'm not bashful. I mean, I kept calling him, leaving messages. I mean, I think I had, 3 audio interfaces bad, or 4. I can't remember now. Been a while.
Yeah, you had a few.
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out that interface wasn't even recommended for anything but Macintosh.
And what's strange, even on YouTube, everybody talks about the praises of it all the time, but don't believe it. Don't believe it at all. Focusrite's what we're talking about. At least their budget stuff. I can't speak for their high quality though, but they're higher priced, I should say. Those are Full Metal Jacket I asked earlier, right?
Yes, these are.
Okay.
Boat tail, Full Metal Jacket with a can of lure.
Hornady brand?
Yes.
I need small rifle primers, Hasbro. I mean, I got some, but I don't have a lot. I'm okay for now. I mean, I'd like to eventually.
He hasn't gotten down.
I would pay 75 to 80, probably for 1,000 if I could get a hold of them now here locally. But they're not coming in down here. I do have a large rifle. I got 1,000 on them, which that'll do me. Even if I had a 308 right now, which I sold my 308, several 308s actually. And I think I had 3 or 4 308s that I sold off brand new too. Hardly been fired very much. And actually a couple of them weren't even fired. And Hasbro knows his drill on a Mac Marksman. It's a good press. No slop in the ram, no nothing. So they supposedly honed that thing. Yeah. And that's a good thing.
Each ram is actually custom honed for that body. So if you get a replacement ram, you can't just order it. You got to send the entire press back.
Hmm.
And they'll rehone the next piece of
Hey, how you doing, Uncle John?
ram to fit your press.
Eagle Ron's here. He just jumped in.
Yeah, Eagle, if you want a link, dude, let me know.
Yeah, we're going to shortly send out some for any of you guys that want to be on. Who else is John Hasbro? Critter. Shoot, I got a lot of stuff I got to do. I got a roof I got to replace. Motor to get rebuilt, or at least something conditioned. Who knows? And, I may just go ahead and let them drop it in the tank and clean it up completely. What do we got? Yeah, I was actually sizing a few, or actually setting my die back up. I had my die that I had set up for the last stream I did on Thursday. I actually had it for the Forester. It was out of tune, out of range again. I use it without the pin in it. I don't decap. I just flare with a. I also got a carbide upgrade in this redding die. It's 30. Used to be $35. I can't tell you what it is now, with prices.
Yeah.
What days? Oh, did you guys hear about the diesel fuel shortage coming?
So that's not good.
No,
that's not good because if that happens, our country rolls by truck. So if we have a diesel shortage, that means truckers can't get their loads to where they need to. That means that they're out of jobs, because if their wheels aren't spinning, they're not making money. I know, I used to drive one. And the bottom line is, it's what America rolls by truck. It does. So everything you buy at a store is about 30 to 4 days worth of stock in your store. And that's only if there's no panic buying. If it's panic buying, usually about 24 to 32 hours and it's empty.
I did a few of those, Vanessa, sway bar links, bushings in my day. Like I said, it's like times if my parents were alive, or even my aunt and all them, they'd say, well, it's like World War II. The shortage. Let's see. Eagle says, let me see what he says. Mrs. Eagle Run and I started the cash system in our 20s and paid cash for college for both of us. Working as she finished, we only have a few years left on our house. Oh, that's great. I wish mine was paid off. I did a refi on mine, but I wanted to pay off some bills and stuff, and I refied at 2.9 though, so I didn't get too bad there. But I wish my house was paid off. I'd have it made. Sitting here. DJ's joined us. Good to see you, DJ. Play nice. Go AR chat. Have an awesome Friday. You too, man. Have a good one.
Thanks, DJ.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for dropping by.
Putting a little 25.2 grains of Varget. And that one hit a 10th heavy, 25.3. But that's right out of the book for the Hornady book, under max still.
Mm-hmm.
But always, your mileage may vary. Disclaimer.
You got no crunch, right?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. But Varget's good with a crunch. It's just that you got to know how much to crunch it. So until you know what you're doing, always lean on the side of caution. Of course, safety always first. It hurts less, and it's a hell of a lot more less expensive.
Good to see you, Tim S. He's joined us. Chris Winsett has joined us. I missed the specs. 55 grain. Yep, full metal jacket, Hornady, Chris. Thanks for dropping in.
I got a cat meowing right there, but let's see. She's going up in the Mac into a Redding micrometer die for 223, and I start the seat, and then I bring it down nice and smooth. And because this press is shell holder will move left, right, up, down 360 degrees on a spring. It'll move a little bit more when you're trying to spin it. I just spin the cartridge case a quarter of a turn, and then I bring it back up to finish the rest of the seating process. Wait till I engage the spring, then keep going up till the bullet makes contact with the bullet seater, like right there. And then apply pressure until it starts moving, and then a nice smooth action until it completely stops. And then back it off, leave it there for a couple of seconds, back off, and bring it up in one smooth action. You'll feel it withdraw from the seating stem. And then bow.
Yeah,
Ready
Eagle
for
Run.
a crimp.
Varget's good powder, Eagle Run. I like it. It's great to throw in a dispenser, electronic dispenser. It's not dusty. It don't flake and go all over your bench or the floor. So, let's see what Hasbro's got a question for you. Echo, I changed my mech out to use Hornady quick load inserts. Love it. Have you done that? I don't think he has, but I'll let him answer.
No, I have not. The Hornady quick throw system is nice, but I do a lot with precision. So anything that you add in between the system can cause you to be a little bit off.
Yeah, especially if you run quite a bit of loads through that Hornady system. Months and months and months of use.
Yeah.
A year or so, yeah. It kind of wears a little bit. Sometimes you have to replace them occasionally. But it's an easy system, for sure. Jason Stewart. D37 has joined us. He says, Varget has been in stock last 2 days online for a short time. Wow, I wish I'd known that. Probably $400 for 8 pounds, though. I can't pay.
Where was it at? Was it from Hodge on directly? Because I know that they've been doing that.
I need to look every day is what I need to do.
Yeah, you do. Because I'll order us some.
Yeah, I've been trying
Because
to
if
get.
you're ordering from the factory, they're not gonna go above manufacturer's retail sell price, their MSRP, and I believe it was $31 per pound plus hazmat and your shipping. But I'll pay that all day long
He says
for
Powder
Varget.
Valley and Natchez.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Okay. I check on Powder Valley occasionally and Natchez. I actually get emails from them. I hadn't checked on Powder Valley recently. But they go quick. Usually, if Powder Valley gets it, it's gone quick. I got alert set too, Eagle. Yeah, it's what happens to me. Time I get to the thing or I'm busy, then I'll look at my phone and it's done gone.
you got to check it. You literally
Yeah.
have to check it every single day and keep checking it.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a bot to do it, and I always tell people you might as well do that if you know how to do that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Georgia Trapping. How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Mm.
Vanessa says I might get a large Ford Transit van and do some package delivery out of a new Amazon warehouse. Yes, some extra money. I got to buy some equipment here to manufacture something in time myself. Let's see what Tim S says. Echo, what's a good first place to look when improving a good load in 223 or making a tight group tighter?
With 223?
Yeah, first place to look, he says.
In your what are you using for a rifle, and what are you using for powder and projectile?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but a lot of that helps. Even your barrel, everything combo. But see, powder and bullets would have effect. I'd go into something like a more match grade bullet for 223 for improving your load if you want for better accuracy or tighter
Yeah, it
group.
also depends on your
Yeah.
barrel twist rate. If you got a faster twist, a 1 in 8 or a 1 in 7, I would say go with a little heavier, longer bullet than 55 grain. But all my rifles are 1 in 9 twist rate, except for one, and it will stabilize 55 grain anyways because I shoot M193 through it.
Eagle Run says, holy crap, he just got 2 pounds of Varget. Oh, wow.
All
How
right.
much was it, Eagle? Interesting. I know last time I looked and I seen it was high. I said, whoa, ridiculous. It was always
Hey,
higher, but it's too high.
Varget is the unicorn powder.
Yeah.
I like to grab all my bottles and just roll around on the floor with it.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm the king, I'm the hoarder.
Here you go. Tim says,
Every
yes,
time
rifles. Okay. Yeah, you probably only go so good with a 55 grain, Tim. Depends on what we don't even know your twist rate. We'd have to know
Yeah,
that.
because you gotta. I'm running a 1 in 9, and I think I'm running a 1 in 8 on the rifle that I shoot a lot. And but I got a Wilson Combat all white rifle with stainless steel fluted barrel, stainless steel muzzle brake, and all that. Crush washer is even stainless steel. Um, and it's a pretty looking gun, but it stabilizes 55 grain, and I've got these because they're cheap to get as far as ammunition goes. For bullets, you can get, well, you used to be able to get bags of these 1,000,
Yep.
and for
40,
$70.
$49 per pound. That's about right. That's figure 8 pounds. Yeah, and has not come down in price yet since the entire COVID time. That's what, over 2 years. Yeah, that'll help some. Work on your brass neck tension. But you got to realize 55 grain. Most of them are military rounds or plinking rounds. I think 60 Elster does some 60 grain VMAX is pretty get some good accuracy out of those. I like those red tip Hornady bullets. I'm gonna get some of those in time. I think who was it had 50 grain? Was that Mac? I think he was showing some 50 grain the other night. I want to get the 60 grain VMAX. He says 1 in 8 twist. Okay, you can do a heavier. You can go up to 70 something grain. Boattail Sierra Match King. You could Hornady. Looking Hornady's line of bullets. But typically with 55, you don't find a lot of. It is what it is. A 55 grain. I got another person here, MSB 9021. All mine are 1 in 7. Yeah, I've got a 1 in 7 too. Appreciate you dropping by. Can't wait to maybe try some 62 or 77. Yeah. That's why I want to do the VMAX. I think it's 60 though, but it's a red tip. And that's a Hornady bullet. I'd like to get a few boxes of those in time. But and 62 grain's a good one, especially for NATO full metal jacket. They shoot better. A little more thump.
What are you talking about? 62 grain?
Yeah, so here now, I agree with Hasbro. Most 55 grain, I didn't want to say that. Most 55 grains are junk. Try Bob's bullet. They're basically military, grade. That's what I was trying to get at. So, just get into the Match King, get into the Hornady line, a little bit heavier, at least 60 grain and up, and you'll get more accuracy.
Yeah. Well, with the tighter twist barrels, you will.
Yeah, like right
not
here.
with the lighter twist barrels. Like if you're shooting a retro M16 or AR-15, with a 1 in 12 barrel, I've got a couple of them. They won't shoot a 62 grain bullet, and they'll become unstable because they're 1 in 12 twist rate. They're designed for they had originally 1 in 14.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, D-Dub says 60 grain VMAX in my 1 in 7 224 Valkyrie shoots 0.75 groups, piles up. Yeah. Yeah, so a little bit heavier bullet. I love 1 in 7 and 1 in 8. I personally won't buy a 1 in 9 barrel, but that's just me.
What? You won't buy a what?
No, I personally won't buy a 1 in 9 barrel twist. I stay away from them.
I just once you've seen what 55 grain bullets do at 62,000 psi, hitting a 1/4 inch mild steel plate at 200 meters, it will literally pierce through the 1/4 inch mild steel plate.
CW's got it right here. He says, I don't use 55 at all. 62 grain if I shoot full metal jacket. I also like those 60 VMAX. I agree. I'm same here, CW. 55s is, good for what it is. Survival ammo, plinking ammo.
Yeah, it's plinker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is range brass. This isn't anything special that I'm going to write home.
Good if you want to overthrow your local government. Or I should say, the big one, the big Uncle Sammy.
Uncle Hammy. I don't think he remembers his name anyway.
I think Uncle Sammy's got Alzheimer's now.
He's like, this isn't the mall.
Got Pony 47 with us. Chris from the 740 jumped in. Good to see you guys.
Hey, Chris. What's up, brother?
Hasbro. Let's see what Hasbro says here. AR, did you see the primer link? Chasing the granddaughter and missing a lot. No, I haven't seen a link. I don't see a link at all over here on the side.
For primers?
Don't.
I'm waiting for that company in Texas. I'm waiting to see what they do.
Let's see.
I'm going to go in with a bunch of the guys from here And I got a buddy who's got a FFL, and we can order, if we get an order together, we can get it at cost and make a huge order from that place in Texas that's making their own now.
That's
Once
right.
they start selling.
It was Georgia Trappin was showing me those, telling me about those 50 grain B Max. He's doing it out of 109 barrel, which will be fine. I told him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now. I couldn't think who it was. I knew it was Mac or you. I couldn't figure out which one. Chris says, "Okay, I have a 24-inch barrel and it only likes Burger 80.5s." Huh. I'm gonna highlight this stuff for you. It's just too complicated to look at far away. I heard a lot about good things about 62 grain, but could find 55 all the time. Yeah, buy what you can get for sure. I'll buy it, no problem. But I do like that 60 and 62 grain type. Let's see, CCI Hasbro says 400's $86 for 1,000. And then you got the hazmat, so you're talking over 100, 80, 90, 110, probably 110 or 20 bucks for 1,000. Oh, I won't pay that. I'll try to stay away from that kind of. I'm hoping that we'll all stay away from it. That way they're forced to drop the price, because supply and demand does cause the price to stay high.
Oh yeah.
If we can stop it to get where it's not like this, maybe in time they'll be forced to.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Too many people wanting them. Too many people getting into reloading, and I say, awesome. I'd see we all get caught up eventually, and we'll all learn finally that what we should have been doing this whole time was buying primers before and powder.
Eagle says he talked on the phone with Carrollton, Texas manufacturing. They won't sell to us. Huh. Is that a new primer company you're talking about, Eagle? Is that it must be that new one?
Yeah, I got an FFL guy though. So they'll sell to him. He owns a business of a range.
Eagle says they only sell to big and medium ammo manufacturers.
Okay. Oh, really? That's it? Damn.
Oh, wow. It's a shame.
Yeah, they should offer it to the consumer. They're losing a lot of money.
So that's a lot of money, Critter. I remember Critter talking about this. Capital Cartridge sells small rifle primer, small pistol, $475 per 5,000. Ah, almighty, that's a lot. Hazmat included. So what was it? 189 before. 200 at the max. So you're talking still almost over double. Gosh, it's amazing. Got you, Eagle. Too bad we all can't join in together in a big giant buy, but even then we wouldn't save much because it's just so high. What is the thing on Tony Stark's chest called? I'll stay away from that one. Vanessa. Rebel says, 67 Rebel says, after living in the lower 48, I'll never complain about prices and shipping costs. We don't get crap in Alaska. Wow. Eagle says that's the primer. Yeah, that's the primer company. They won't sell unless you are buying a semi-load. Oh, wow.
How much is that? Seriously, how much is that?
That's a lot of primers.
Yeah, but not in a community our size. I guarantee you we could split that up, and we could probably save ourselves at least $8 to $10 per 1,000, and that's worth doing it.
Chris says those $86 primers at Natchez end up costing $110. Okay, yeah, after shipping and hazmat. Just ordered 2,000 from there. Amazing how high they are. Here in Georgia, they did come down for a while. They're about $75 for 1,000. And then
listen to this. Mm-hmm. I have a guy that and his brother who own 2 brand new trucks that have CDL licenses with hazmat certification. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure I could probably just get him to get it and pay him to do it for me. Now that would be a fuel bill plus, whatever he's going to charge to transport it. But I got a, possibility of actually even delivering it to myself and then sending it however we need to send it to each person in their huge, big, like a pallet. Somebody's going to be like, give me a pallet.
Mm-hmm. Chris Winsett with us. I think I actually called him out earlier. If I didn't know, good to see you, Chris. Call him Chris W. Chris Winsett. New York Outcast, CW.
Yeah, thanks guys for stopping by and hanging out with us while we do a little reloading.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was did the coffee this morning. We got a guy over in the UK. I thought, wow, that was cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I like to watch some of their channels. Sorry.
Good to see you, Tactical Fud. Go ahead. Echo.
I like to watch some of the channels over there and see how they're doing with their gun ownership and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'd like to eventually buy either a White Oak armament barrel, a Wilson barrel like Hasbro, or a Odin Works barrel eventually. White oak armament, I know I would trust in an AR just for, more precision shooting.
White Oak builds good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Eagle Run says, I already thought about that, but moving it is a hazmat item would be rough to ship. Even though we are a community, we are spread out. Yeah. He said, talk to me later on this, Echo. I'll help organize finances.
Sounds like a plan,
buddy. Most likely they won't. Their business model may not even let them sell to anybody but whoever they've contracted to. Most likely.
Don't you worry about it. My cousin Vinny, he loves to work out contracts like that.
My Uncle Gambino does too.
Yeah, Joey
Carlo.
Buttafuoco over there. And the guy's all like, what?
Let's see. Yeah, Hasbro. He's the one that's got the Wilson Combat. Yeah, I like that barrel, man. Fluted.
Yeah, I got a nice Wilson too.
Yours fluted?
Echo? Yeah. I got a stainless steel high polished fluted 1-in-9 twist, and I've got a stainless steel crush washer and a stainless steel A2 flash hider on it. And it's on a complete white ghost white rifle that I Cerakoted gloss white.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate you guys coming. Appreciate you dropping by, Chris, from the 740. What else we got here I may have overlooked? Vanessa says, yes, large lithium battery is so much easier to pick up. Yeah. Here we go. D-Dubs. Powder Valley seems to be about the best as far as shipping and hazmat. Yeah. I bought, I bought my tack there years ago. I gave $159 for 8 pounds of tack from Powder Valley. And I think like $20 hazmat, but it was less than like $190. And that was before COVID, pre-COVID. And tack's pretty good. It's a ball, but it's pretty good for 308 and 223. So, but it still can't beat Varget. But if Varget stays up, it's not going to be my unicorn powder. I'll go with that other brand, Western.
Oh, Western.
Well, Ram powders, all those. By Western. There's just no way I'm gonna pay $400 for,
No.
for 8 pounds of powder. It'd have to be a snowstorm in the summer in Georgia first.
It could happen though. It was 66 degrees here today. It's June.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that. Next thing you know, he's buying 3 of them. He's like, I need it.
Critter says deals with Vinny are completed with a sniper watching Vinny. Yeah. Critter. It's 6, 7 o'clock. You want to bring the panel on now or wait a little bit longer?
Oh, no, let's bring them on.
Let me know, guys, and give me a thumbs up if you want a link. Give us an emoji. No hammers, no nothing, just a thumb.
Just a thumb or a middle finger. It doesn't matter. Either one.
Got enough ammo for a good week stand. Yeah. I'd like to have, to be honest, I'd love to have 50,000 and 100,000 rounds of ammo. Maybe over 100.
Yeah.
But
and the ability to load another.
Mm-hmm.
That way we have plenty of content now for the next few months. I could be reloading in a closet. I'd be like gone from a big shop to a closet. And I'm like, listen, you can reload anywhere. I'm using candlelight.
Hey, Dale Pogue jumped in here. Good to see you, Dale. Been a while since I've seen him. Thanks for dropping by. Let's see. Chris is AR. At AR, I was looking the other day at those Odin 18-inch stainless. I want to see how it shoots. Yeah, they're supposedly good quality. I'd like to have one. Mm-hmm. And I think Odin hand laps too. On top of it.
I think they do. I think they may on some barrels. I don't know if they do it on all, but I may be wrong.
They do it on their stainless. I do know.
Oh, okay. Those, is that a match barrel kind of?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Higher grade. They hand lap. I don't think I'm incorrect on that.
That's awesome.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
That's some work too, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the right tools, hand lapping a barrel is no easy feat.
Oh, Hasbro says he just built 300 hammer last night. Should be working on a low development video in the next few days. Yeah, you all check that out. Cool.
Swing you guys over here.
CW's got a 18-inch wild chamber.
Oh,
Ballistic
yeah.
Products
That's a good barrel.
Mm-hmm. Ballistic Advantage. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what he's got?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good company. It'll be right down the street from me. I'll be hanging out with Kyle Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
See if he'll do an interview with me.
Won't be long. I'll have my motor worked on, Vanessa, and I may even pay $300 to have my crank balanced and pistons.
Oh, I would. If you're going to go ahead and have all that done, I would go ahead and do that. You're dumb if you don't, because that's going to let you get RPMs that you didn't have available.
Yeah, I mean, I can really fire that motor up high, and it shouldn't fall apart on me.
Oh yeah, you should be able to push it to 6,500 RPM without any kind of problem.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even 7,000.
Critter says, I have a 16-inch 2-3 Wild upper gotten from Bear Creek. You hadn't shot that. Have you shot that yet, Critter? You just mentioned something the other day about Critter. I think
you're running high enough octane.
He's out of primers too. Heck, we're all out of primers except Echo. He got a stash over there.
I'm like this. Shh! Don't tell anyone.
Why me? I bought powder. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Go right ahead.
I bought powder really good, right near before COVID and when COVID hit, but didn't And I only found one box of primers. That was it.
That's not
And
good.
that's my mistake I made. So go ahead, Echo.
I just dropped a case and powder went everywhere. So I'm going to take this time to clean up this mess because I got a cat. And I don't want to have an issue. So I'm going to vacuum real quick and we'll see what they say.
Well, you pushing some high RPMs there in New York. Pushing Pacific to 7,000. Wow. Haven't shot either of the rifles. Too many cows nearby. I was thinking you said you hadn't shot that. Bear Creek barrel. So what you doing now, Echo? You all right?
What?
You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm just I'm grabbing a shot.
I didn't know if you may have fell out again on me.
No. Yeah.
I fell down.
If you hear me say, I'm down. Help me, Lord Jesus, little baby Jesus.
Oh, Tactical Fuzz getting his reloading room back.
Oh man, that's awesome. I'm losing mine, but you're getting yours back. So it's one door opens, another one closes. That's the way life is.
Hey, Hippa's with us. Hadn't seen him recently.
I haven't seen him in a while either. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
He says rest of the world is starting to feel the primer shortages too, from what he's heard. Oh wow. Yeah, I tell you, I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime.
It's time for everybody to start thinking about throwing money together and starting a business. Maybe, maybe not $400 million business, but you start out with $100 million company with like 2 machines and.
Mm-hmm. Reloader 760 says he stocked up on primers years ago and added some extra. I know a few people stocked up. High Boy, Walter Bunning. I tell you, I wish I'd bought primers like High Boy. Some of his powder. Oh Lord, I could sit there for years and load. He's got a good place too, that desert. Man, I wish I could go out and shoot like that. Just take a ride. Here in Georgia, all you got is either a gun club or an indoor, which I won't go to indoor. I don't like them. Or the state range. The state's got people there watching every move you make at the range.
Come on.
Have a good one, Hasbro. Thanks for dropping by, buddy.
Hasbro was here too?
Oh, yeah. Hasbro's been here. We've been talking to him. You just forgot. Andy says, I will be a guest. He's promoting this thing. I will be a guest on 524 Reloading Podcast. We will be discussing how to make zinc bullets. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking you were going to talk about it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Leave a link for everybody, Andy, if you can.
Yeah. Drop it. I know you're a mod.
Yeah. Bring some people on, brother. I'm cleaning.
Oh, nobody gave a thumbs up to CW gave a whole bunch of things. I don't know what it meant because I didn't get a thumbs up on it. Anybody want on the panel? Say yes. How's that? Let me see. CW says, send me a link to watch Andy. Andy's not here, so I don't know what to say on that one. But we'll check that show out. I'll put it on my calendar. Let's see, 524. To the 24. Actually, I may not even be here. I may be in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to be up there. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Up there with a hound dog man, or guitar man. The guy that basically started rock and roll. I had a huge influence over it. Let's see what Hippa's got here. Design a stock chassis for a little Cricket Chipmunk 22 long rifle bolt pistol this week. Might post it on some of the 3D sites. Okay. Cool. Reloading podcast 8 p.m. Okay. Got you, Andy. Yeah, drop the link too if you want. Well, actually, he may not have a link right now, though, on that. If you do, that's probably why he hadn't dropped it. Well, actually, all you got to do is go, never mind. You know how to do it, Andy. Info Brothers is with us. I like Criterion barrels in Info Brothers. Yep. I got one. I'm returning it, but not because they hand lap their chrome line. Hand lap them. And they actually do. I can tell by the oil and the film in it. It's hand lapped. But I'm getting the government model, or most likely the government model. I have what they call the core for an AR-15 barrel. It costs $289, I think. And core means it was a 625 gas block, thin on the end. Supposedly balances a little bit better, but I just didn't like it. I figured I'd go back. They're going to exchange it for me for a government model. And I think they hand lap those too. Yeah, Andy said I did not have a link yet. Yeah, we got you on that, Andy. Let's see. Chris Wins says, AR, I'm in Memphis. Oh, if you have time, you should give me a shout. Okay. I'll be going with my daughter, my daughter and her husband. I wish my car out there was running. I'd actually follow them up there and run around there. I mentioned her about going to some of the blues bars, but I don't think I want to go to blues bars with Corona out there, so I'm probably going to stay away from the blues clubs. But I actually went there, which I've told this story, but I went there in 1979, 2 years after he died, and it wasn't a museum then. It was still a home. HIPAA has a 12.5 Criterion. Love it. Super accurate. Wow. Was that what do you got, HIPAA? A blackout? At that short, I would assume. Info Brothers say, if you can make it time, check out Memphis in May. Huh. Uncle John says, speaking on behalf of Echo and or Andy. I don't know what you mean, Uncle John, on that one. You have to explain it. Echo. Hey, you all right, man? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. I was vacuuming and pulled the cord on my thing.
Oh, okay.
By accident. Somebody thought probably I was like, is he dead? They're like taking bets. $5.
I get worried when I don't hear nothing, but all I hear is silence sometimes with you.
Could be a bad thing.
Yeah.
My ex is probably like watching the stream. She's like rubbing her hands together. Come on.
No, it's a 223 556 barrel. HIPAA has 12.5. Okay. I'd like to have a short barrel rifle. I just don't like paying $200 for it. If you get a pistol, it could go either way with a pistol with politics. So. New York says, live your life, bro. We can't get time back. Don't let the bug stop you. In the end, you can't ride from a true virus. Yeah, that's true. But you definitely get it in crowds, humongous crowds. Even on Memphis, I'm only going to be 10 of us in the house in Graceland. So, and 3 of those is going to be me, my daughter, and son-in-law. So, and we'll be going to the archives in there too. That's going to be awesome because that's history. Man, I started watching Elvis movies when I was 10, 11 years old. Noticed them more probably around 10. I had Blue Hawaii. D-Dove said he just lost 10. Yeah, I heard about Memphis in May is the barbecue expo. I bet that is good. I love barbecue. I love barbecue subs. I used to drink a lot of those and eat the subs and drink beer with it, draft beer. A place called Mad John's in out near Chamblee, Georgia, years ago, back in the 70s. Barbecue pork sub and most likely Bud Draft. I would think it was Bud Draft even then. Could have been even Miller. Who knows? It's been so many years. You go down, Echo. We're splitting your primers. Yeah.
Man, I can't seem to get my damn camera to come back on. Hold on.
I'm not trying to preach. Yeah, I got you, New York.
Oh, there we go. There's one.
I agree with you. Chris Winsett said, I went to barbecue fest last night. It will be over this weekend. Oh, wow. I haven't ate barbecue in a while. I've been thinking about getting a pellet grill or a green egg. Georgia Trapping, he's got a green egg. He had a video the other day about it, the other week. I always wanted extra large, but the problem is now they went from $899 on this little metal stand to $1,189. I mean, that's a big increase. And that's not without the wood, that's without the wooden table. If you get the wooden table like at Ace Hardware, you're talking, who knows? I may call them just to see what they're going for now. And typically Ace builds their own benches for the green egg. So. My daughter, she has the smaller pellet grill. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had both, and you will get more smoke in a green egg or any of those smokers, even a stick smoker, than you will in a pellet. Pellet don't produce, and you research it, it don't produce as strong of a smoke flavor, but it depends on what you like. Now, I have had wings and green egg. Wow, boy, you talking about smoke flavor. Let's see. D-Dub says, I've never been to Memphis, but I've been told that there's some pretty bad areas. Yeah, I've heard about that. Near Chicago, and there's a lot of bad in half of city. Yeah. Yeah, they say a lot of certain areas are bad around there. When I went there in '79. Beale Street was basically semi-vacant. Sun Studios was basically empty with the door unlocked. I walked in there and walked around. I seen the acoustical tile, the same tile that Elvis actually stood when he was a young man. Walked around there, took a few pictures, and come home. And now they say I think they redid it and tried to bring music back to that area, supposedly. But when I went, there was hardly nothing going on there on Beale Street, which is a shame because that was still the era of rock and roll. Let's see. CW says I spoke out Memphis Wednesday night on Chris's chat. Yes, bad area all around Graceland. Now, I tell you, if Elvis was alive, he'd pull out his gun and go to town. If it wasn't a TV, he'd shoot. He's been known to shoot car. I know everybody knows he shot TVs, but he's also shot cars. He shot the ceilings in Vegas, in the hotels, the ceilings. Mark Thomas just posted a YouTube thing, popped up on my thing.
This thing's trying to beat me today, I tell you.
Let's see, New York Outcast is what he says here. I wanted to get roadside barbecue, but we had company and wasn't able to go before closing. All right, I'm getting hungry on here.
I had pulled pork earlier.
Oh, I'm going. I go to Memphis. I'm going to be loaded. I'm going to have a hard time robbing me.
You're going to be drunk?
No, I'm going to be carrying.
I'm just kidding, dude.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, I'm going to be loaded. I'm just going to you're going to be partying.
I knew what you meant. I went to Memphis years ago. It was when I was working with airlines for a convention. Mark Thomas says, had some drinks, made some questionable decisions, and ate some great food while listening to good music. Mm-hmm. Nashville is the new Vegas. I'd like to go there. I had a roommate that actually went to Nashville years ago, and he went there to to try to get into music, and he wound up, he said, drunk continuously.
Well, that's one way to get into country western.
Uh-huh. I like to go there, though, to Nashville.
Worked for Hank Williams Sr.
My daughter lives on the land that's Hank Jr.'s relatives, in-laws. They own the land my daughter's renting right now. I've said that, though, story, so I won't go there. Chris Winsett. I'm a Memphis police officer. It's the same as all other urban areas, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my daughter actually rents land from Holly Williams. Hank Williams Jr.'s wife is married to the guy in the Queens of Leon. I forget, Kings of Leon, not Queens. What am I thinking? He's a musician, and that's his parents. My daughter rents from right now. Of course, she's moving out, and they're going to move here. But they're on like 11 acres out there. Let's see. Be safe, Chris. Yeah. Memphis police officer. Elvis really liked the police officers and all that. He was into badges, all that stuff. He would donate money if
he was a federal cop.
Oh yeah, well technically, legally probably wasn't, but ceremonial.
The president gave it to him.
Ceremonial, he was, but he was not really a. He just got that from Nixon. That really wasn't official. But yeah, he loved badges, and he appreciated law enforcement for the work they did. That's probably what he would have been, either that or truck driver, one or the other.
Or a coal miner.
Actually, he was training to be an electrician, too.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. He was going to be. It's 7:21. We still got a little ways to go.
Yeah. See if I can totally throw my back out here.
Mark Thomas says that was just a family tradition. I used to listen, boy, in 1983, I got going into a place in Doraville, Georgia, which you've heard the song Doraville from Atlanta Rhythm Section. And I played back then. I got in the country for a while. Played a lot of Hank and David Allen Coe on the jukeboxes in my day. So and all of a sudden, then my friend asked me years later, he said, "You're not playing, you're playing rock and roll now." I said, "Yeah, I'm just not doing that right now." I'd go into country and then go back out. And I miss Conway. He was a good singer back in the day.
Yeah, Conway Twitty.
You ain't kidding. He
was really good.
Uncle John says, "Did you say he was packing at the White House?" Yeah, he was packing. I think. Yeah, I could be wrong.
He was.
Yeah, his gun actually fell out. His gun actually fell out in the restroom in front of the agents. I think. So he was packing.
They were. They had well aware of that he was going to be carrying, and I mean, you got to understand. No rock star today is anywhere close to the way he was treated.
No.
You know, like today, a rock star comes to the White House, they got to abide by Secret Service rules, protocols, all this.
Yep.
When he came, he brought the president a pistol and shook his hand, and nobody said nothing. He just did what he needed.
Beatles never said, they never could figure out how he was so anti-Beatle there for a while, though. He told them drugs are destroying. The Beatles caused it. You know, they did influence, no doubt, their music. But I was a big Beatles fan anyway. And so was the Beatles. They were big Elvis fans. So
yeah. I think a lot of that had to do with the promoter problem that Elvis had.
He suffered a lot over the years because of Colonel Parker's just bad decisions. As a matter of fact, the guy that makes his uniform actually stated here on, go find the YouTube guys, he said that Elvis, before he passed, said, "I'm going to Europe and I'm going without Colonel Parker." And he said, "The weight, I'm going to lose it." Yeah. So he still tried to have his dreams, for sure.
Yeah, I think we're just right now. Let's see. I'll get back over
Hank
here.
Willie and Johnny and Waylon. You can't beat that. That was some good music, Mark. I used to listen to it a lot. I had some cassettes here a few years ago, and I had some friend or roommates here stole them out of my little box in there in my bedroom. I had quite a few. Actually, from like 1980 cassettes, and they're missing. I'm not sure who got them.
Yeah. So what's going on in the side chat there, brother?
Good crowd.
Yeah. Looks
Lot of
like we got a
talking.
bunch of good people hanging out with
Mm-hmm.
us there. Uncle John, I see him.
Did Willie ever confess to smoking weed in the? Yeah, he did. I think he did. Yeah, I actually think I seen a show about that. I read an article on that.
Did Willie ever confess to what?
He went and seen. I think it was Jimmy Carter and smoked pot on the White House. Was it the roof of the White House? I think he smoked pot on. I can't remember. It's in the Carter years. Yeah, Willie Nelson's Willie Nelson. Oh, old long-haired Indian hippie. I went and seen him in concert back in the 80s. He did good. I liked his music. Unusual way he plays the guitar back in the day.
I'll never forget the interview he had with the one of our local DJs on their phone. Or not, he was there in the studio, but it was over the radio, so it was kind of weird. And so basically, he goes, "Have you ever been in a situation where you gotten stopped for drugs and you didn't go to jail?" And he goes, "Well," he goes, "there was this one time in Jacksonville, Florida." He goes, "We were all traveling to Jacksonville. We were going to Hollywood, Florida to do a concert, and we got pulled over by Florida Highway Patrol. And the officer came over. He was a sergeant, older guy, and he was a ex sergeant in the military. And Willie Nelson's good friend was in the Marine Corps, and basically, uh, he had basically told him, he goes, "Do you have any narcotics on your bus?" And he goes, "Well," he goes, "I got weed, but I don't consider that a narcotic." And he goes, "Do you have any other drugs?" And he goes, "No, sir, we don't have anything else." He goes, "Would you mind if I walk my dog through there?" And he goes, "Sure enough." And he goes, "Never mind." He goes, "I believe you." And he wrote him a ticket for excessive speeding. And he signed it. Willie Nelson signed the copy of the ticket for the police officer.
Hmm.
And I was thought that was pretty cool story. Just let
Yeah.
him off.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, Willie Nelson, he just a good old country western fella that is known for
Mm-hmm.
bluegrass and smoking grass, and the Florida Highway Patrol guy let him go,
Mm-hmm.
and that was pretty cool of him, because
Yeah.
I think Willie was in his 60s. I think how old is he now?
Oh, good Lord. Late 70s,
80,
80s.
almost
Yeah,
80. Yeah,
he's up
80
there,
years
man.
old.
Yeah, he pretty soon he ain't gonna be able to huff that weed anymore.
Yeah, I think he still performs.
uh, I hadn't seen him perform in a while. I don't know.
Yeah, but we did
Yeah.
see him not too long ago, still performing. It wasn't that long ago that he was still before COVID.
We're about to lose a lot of greats shortly. We'll lose Clapton, probably Mick Jagger, Keith, quite a few. Most of the
Yeah.
legends will be gone then.
Yeah, glad everybody showed up
Mm-hmm.
tonight to see some 223 to get loaded and to talk about some 223 556 and to
Critter,
talk amongst yourselves too.
Critter said he's 90. He may be. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good genes. Good
Mm-hmm.
gene pool.
I know you ever see some of his black and white when he had hair and in a suit on TV? It looks a little strange. It don't look like
Yes,
Willie.
it does. It looks a little different. Yes, he
Uh-huh.
does. I remember Willie from the 70s though, and he looked older,
See you
but
later,
he
Mark.
still had a full head of hair and everything.
Yeah, you all check Georgia out. Shooting connection.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and close it down there, Elliot or AR, so that we can get ready for Georgia coming on.
Okay, yeah, 729. Let me. Here, I've called most of you all out, so I'm gonna run through it right quick. Hippo's with us, Critter's with us, Uncle John, Info Brothers with us, Mark Thomas, Timothy Burkett, Critter 9A, Chris Winsett, Uncle John, CW, D-Dub D37 was with us. Appreciate you being here, guys. Who else? Critter, New York Outcast, CW, Tim S was with us. Hippo was with us. Andy79Z28. New York Outcast, I think I call. Some of these times you forget this stuff. Either that, I'm aging as we I'm aging as we speak the past few weeks. Kidding. Michael Hurtnick's with us. Critter, Hasbro. Who else here? Uncle John, CW, Hippo. Let's see, Dale Pogue. Actually, in my head, I'm gonna go ahead and call some people. Chris from the 740 who joined us earlier. There he is. There now. Let's see who else. CW, Vanessa Kitty, Uncle John, Hasbro, Dale. I called. Let me see. I'm only halfway through. Eagle Run was with us. Tactical Fud, Michael Hurtnick. Can't forget Michael. Critter, I called. Who else here? Alaska One Andy was with us. Georgia Trapping was with us earlier. Appreciate you being here, you guys. 67 Rebel was with us earlier. Who else? Critter. Let's see. Tim S. I think about Pony 47 was with us a little bit earlier today. Thanks for dropping by, guys. D-Dub, I've called. Pony. MSB9021 was with us earlier. 647. So I appreciate him dropping by. Got a dog avatar. That's cool. I used to put my dog before it passed on everything on my computer you could think of, even on my screensaver. Hasbro. Okay, I think I about got it. Let's see. Appreciate you guys coming by. If I missed you, I didn't mean to, so overlook it. I'll surely get you next time. I'm rolling faster. Info Brothers was with us. Michael, Uncle John was with us. Quest for the Perfect Load, and that's it. You want to say anything else, Echo?
No, I just wanted to say thanks everybody for coming by, and thanks Elliot for coming by and helping me out tonight and reading the side chat and being the co-host and doing all you do to help me. I appreciate it, man. Very much so. And I hope we both have a good weekend, and we will see you over at Georgia Shooting Connection, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys have a great weekend.
Night all. God bless. Timothy Burkett, I called.